Darren, difficult night as it's been in this competition really, just maybe one to kind of put to bed and move on?
Yeah, obviously, the final game of the competition, like you say, it's not been an easy ride for us in that competition. 3 defeats, but yeah, obviously it's done with now, so we can obviously focus on what's to come next.
Team was a mixture of players looking to try and break into the squad, and maybe break into the team, and those trying to break into the squad, the young players, and didn't even you feel kind of make a claim tonight?
Well, I thought Jack Burke, as a 16-year-old, was, did himself no harm whatsoever, and probably the shining light, to tell you the truth. Sim, second half, I thought did really well and all. We obviously made 1 or 2 tweaks at half time. It was definitely a better performance second half. However, we weren't a huge goal threat, obviously. And I said in the pre-match, really, it was an opportunity for the pros to stake a claim for the manager to get into his thinking for the weekend. So I'm not too sure how many can say that he did that, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously know the players who are kind of knocking on the door, ones who've been injured, or maybe ones who would like to be or expect to be maybe in the first team, but it just didn't really click for any of them tonight, did it?
Yeah, look, it was a tough night, like we just reflected on. These games can be like that. Obviously, Swindon came here to do a job. They knew what they needed in terms of the goals to get themselves through in the competition, and they've been fairly strong in the competition throughout. So we always knew it was going to be a tough performance, and so it proved on the night, really. As
you say, some of the youngsters did quite well. Jack Burke, I mean, he doesn't look like a 16-year-old. I think it's probably fair to say.
No, he definitely doesn't look like a 16-year-old, and he shows a lot of personality as well. He's very vocal on the pitch, and he demands off others as well. So yeah, he can be really pleased with how he played tonight.
Yeah, it was 20 minutes in or something. Yeah, starts having a go at Lawrence Maguire and gets an apology off a senior pro.
Well, there you go. Proves the point.
It's been a difficult competition, but it's obviously not the aim of the football club to win this tournament. It's League Two is the be all and end all.
Yes, absolutely. The league's where it's at for us, and obviously we're in a good position within the league. Still plenty of points to play for, plenty of games to go at. So all eyes are obviously on the league for sure.
How do you reflect on the tournament? Really, you've conceded obviously a lot of goals. Difficult experience for some of the players out there.
Yeah, and like I said before, that can be the way in these competitions when you're mixing pros with younger players as well, and obviously we're getting players back now as well. The squad's looking a lot healthier in terms for the league, but certain times you still want to protect certain players in these competitions, and we don't want to go gung-ho and put really strong sides out, because we haven't done that in the first 2 games, so we weren't going to do that tonight as well. So, but like I said, look, the competition's over now. We can focus on the league now going forward.
1 or 2, like Joe Tomlinson, who's worked his way back into the side after injury, Lawrence Maguire, who's missed the last few weeks with injury. I mean, valuable minutes for those types of player.
Yeah, and that's what else this competition brings. Like you say, it is valuable minutes. It's good for them to get some game time and get up to speed a little bit. So, they're the positives that you can take from it.
Just a quick word on the league, because I think last night's games means that everybody's played the same amount of matches. MK Dons are in 5th. After a decent start and then a bit of a wobble, I mean, would you and the management team have taken 5th at this stage, 15 games down?
I think we always want more, and I think the lads would be the same as well. We did have a little bit of a brief discussion about that today, just kind of taking stock of where we're at after the amount of games that we've played. But we want more. We want to be successful, and obviously the manager's been brought here for a reason, the players have been brought into the club for a reason. So we're quietly satisfied to a point of where we are, because obviously we're 5th, so we're not far from the top of the league, but there's no doubt about it, we want more.
A reunion on Saturday as well for you with Mr. Robinson.
Correct.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Obviously, Carl did great things while he was here as manager, so it'll be good to see him in the other dugout.
Is that somebody you kind of see, like, from a footballing perspective? Have you come up against him much?
No, not on a personal level. Definitely, obviously Richie spent a lot of time with him at different clubs as well. So, yeah, it'll be a reunion for us all to get back and chew the fat afterwards.
Thank you very much.
I suppose with going into the game, knowing that you couldn't progress, is it hard as a player sometimes to maybe motivate yourself for games like that?
Potentially, but it depends what angle you're coming at it from. If you're a young lad, you're just looking to gain the experience. If you're an older pro, like we've already touched on, you're looking to get into the manager's thinking for the weekend. So it just depends how you want to approach it as an individual, I suppose.